Hello guys, so another video MK Mobile because we have another season in the crypt, and as usual I'm going to let you know which are the items and or the characters that are worth going after. We're going to start with the gold characters. We have Classic Kano, Shaolin Fist, Kung Lao, and Hans Fukasashi Scorpion. Usually I will tell you to avoid getting gold characters because they're not really worth the grind, unless you are in a mood for the grind of your life and you want to farm like 50,000 hearts. If this is not the case and you want to just farm a couple of hours tops, then in this particular season you should avoid having and getting actually the gold characters. Even though Kano is very good, Hansu is very good, still you have other priorities. When it comes to the diamonds, you should avoid getting Black Dragon Kano unless you have the other Black Dragon characters High Fusion and you don't have Black Dragon Kano for some reason. Then again, you should avoid getting Circle Shadow Jack Bricks unless you don't have him and you have other Circle Shadow members almost maxed out. And Strike Force Scorpion, if you don't have Strike Force Scorpion, you should go ahead and buy him. He's one of the very best diamonds. I know that the price tag is high, 14,000 hearts is not a joke, but at the end of the day, Strike Force Scorpion is an incredible character. There will be certain stages in towers and you will be only able to win them because you have Strike Force Scorpion. This is how great he is. Now let's go to the equipment. You should avoid getting the Razor's Eye. It's not really that great, not at all. And look at this. We have the Noble Graceful Tread. This is one of the very best armors in the game, if not the very best armor. So every single fusion counts. Definitely in this case I'm going to advise you to go ahead and buy a fusion of the Noble Graceful Tread. And the same thing relies to the rest, actually applies for the Restless Ninja figure. Now, the Restless Ninja figure, you should consider two things. The first thing is that this piece is exceptionally good at Fusion 0. So if you don't have it, you should go ahead and buy it. Still though, if you are able to finish Fatal Classic Tower, there is a chance that you're going to get it out of the tower. It is totally up to you. I would definitely go ahead and buy this piece. However, if you already have it, and you don't want really to spend a lot of hearts, I would advise you just to shortlist that piece. So in a way, let's assume that you already have this piece Fusion 0. If this is the case and you don't have Strike Force Scorpion, for example, then I would advise you to go for Strike Force Scorpion and the Noble Graceful Tread, and to buy the Restless Ninja figure last only if you feel like grinding a little bit more for those extra 6,000 hearts. However, if you're in a position where you don't have Strike Force Scorpion, you don't have the Restless Ninja figure, and you don't have the Noble Graceful Tread, then I have bad news, because in my opinion they are all worth. It is difficult to say which is better, but ultimately I would advise you to go ahead for Strike Force Scorpion and the Restless Ninja figure if you don't have either of those three things, because the Noble Graceful Tread can be obtained if you grind the Crypt. It's not really that difficult. So Strike Force Scorpion and the Restless Ninja figure should have priority for you if you don't have either of those things. If you already have a copy of Strike Force Scorpion, then I would advise to go ahead and buy the Restless Ninja figure and the Noble Graceful Tread first, and only go after Scorpion once you already have the equipment purchased and you are in the mood for a grind. This is going to be a little bit complicated, so I just want to summarize what I said. Out of the characters, the only character that's worth going for, especially if you don't have him unlocked, is Strike Force Scorpion. Out of the equipment, Restless Ninja figure is exceptionally good at Fusion 0, so I would advise every single one of you to go ahead and buy it. And the Noble Graceful Tread is one of the very best things in the game. So if you don't have those three things, you don't have Strike Force Scorpion, you don't have Restless Ninja figure, and you don't have Noble Graceful Tread, then I would advise to go ahead and buy Restless Ninja figure and Strike Force Scorpion. And if you have time, go ahead and buy also Noble Graceful Tread. If you already have Strike Force Scorpion, then first priority is the gear, and then if you are in the mood for grind, go on and buy Strike Force Scorpion, who should be having second priority. Alright guys, I hope you found this video useful. See you next time and have an amazing rest of your day. Take care guys.
Perfect.